miss it. I'll see you there.
Order! Order! Once again, Mr. Craeus, this proceeding is not an interrogation, but you are obligated to respond to the questions put forth to you by this tribunal. Now, please give a full account of your unsanctioned actions proceeding from October 1st, 1920 onward, following the 10th storm. You are reminded that your testimony must be complete, truthful, and without omission. Our time is limited.
Understood, Your Honor. On October 1st, 1920, I issued an unsanctioned order to Sergeant Yemelai, a member of my squad, directing him to carry out a mission on the Western Front in Europe. In addition, during my tenure as head of security in the Safe Zone, I instituted a frontline contingency plan without prior authorization from the Joint Committee. Following that, I took advantage of the policy approved by the committee in December, the resolution on the expansion of admitted persons, and issued admission licenses far exceeding my allowance under the regulations.
Then you admit to acting beyond the regulations of this policy in order to distribute these licenses, most of which were issued to military-related individuals. Would you care to explain why?
I believed the Foundation would need them.
Elucidate, please.
All this time, the Foundation has been sheltering only a small number of core personnel from each era. We've had to rebuild our ranks from the top down after every storm. I don't doubt we had our reasons. We sheltered only the best of the best. After all, a farmer sets aside their most productive seeds to survive a coming flood. But we're fighting a war out there. I hardly think there's any need to elucidate how this policy has kept us on the back foot. We're scrambling.
Irrespective of our shortages, you can't possibly claim these people you've taken in are fitting candidates. They aren't qualified specialists. They're soldiers. The only reason they're fighting for us is to protect themselves from Manus Vindictae. How do you intend to ensure their continued cooperation after the storm takes us to a different era?
We tell them what they're fighting for. Every man and woman that fought in those trenches has already come to terms with the idea that they may never see their home again. All for the sake of a senseless war without any hope of an end. What better qualifications could we ask for?
Would you state that as a matter of fact, or as your opinion?
I speak from my own experience, Your Honor. Every one of us here has been snatched from our eras. we've all lost homes and loved ones to the storm. But the Foundation saved us and gave us a reason to fight. Not for vengeance, but for the future itself. We are the lucky few who benefited from the Foundation's old policy. I only aim to give that chance to more people. Expanding our numbers will not change our goals. We can save more people. And I believe we must. Besides that, the truth of the storm will help persuade them, to say nothing of Manus Vindictae. Just think about how many they've already driven to our side.
You've made your point. Now, let's turn to the matter of your use of tracking serum on a member of your squad. First, please provide a factual account of the events.
I'll be keeping tabs on her from now on, Marcia. Even got a tracking serum. Kratos' order.
Tracking serum?
I won't run again. Trust me, I swear.
Mandrake extract taking effect. Subject calmed. Don't sweat it. Her vitals are fine. Give us the room, will you? We don't need any help with the injection.
Is there something wrong, Merel? I'm fine. Let's go, Miss Timekeeper. Please, call me Vertin. Yes, Miss Vertin. Just Vertin is fine. Oh, right. Vertin. Ward 1119. Ah, this way. Masha, are you in there? It's me, Merel, and Vertin's with me too.
Merel? Please, come on in.
It's good to see you again, Masha. Oh, you're looking much better.
The doctor says I only look so rosy-cheeked because my hair is red. I'm not even allowed to stand up. And I was given strict instructions not to use my arcane skills. I wish I could at least get out of this bed. But I understand that would probably just make me a pain in the neck for the doctor.
Best just to stay where you are then. How are you really feeling, though? Inside, I mean.
I believe I fully recovered. The last of the fear I accumulated during Karung surgery was released 3 days ago. But Miss Mesmer is afraid that it might have a long-term effect on my mental state. So she has asked me to stay a while longer for observation.
We brought you some snacks, but security sees them at the door. Apparently, visitors aren't allowed to bring food. But they did let me keep this.
A bird? How cute. What species is it? I don't think I've seen such a bird before.
I saw it in the Arcane Creature Keeper's travelogue. It didn't mention the species, though. Actually, I think it said that even the author hadn't seen it. The picture was just a rough reconstruction, so I improvised a few bits.
Reconstruction? Are they extinct?
Apparently. No one's seen one for over 40 years, so it seems like they're gone for good. What a shame. I hope there are some left out there. I bet the real version's even cuter. I made it from some old bits and bobs I left at headquarters. One of them was a blueprint I drew during a maths lesson. It was supposed to be a flying model powered by arcane skills, but, that was a bit beyond my ability at the time. But, since my arcane skills have improved, I decided to give it another shot. I retooled the design, added a few new ideas, and ta-da! Go on, see what it can do.
It's amazingly lifelike. The arcane skill you cast on it must be sophisticated.
Thank you, Merel. I'll treasure it as if it were a sacred relic. Somehow, the way it moves reminds me of you.
I gave it all the healing incantations I could think of. Not sure if any of them actually work, though. Anyway, I thought it might keep you company while we're away. Burton and I have been assigned a mission at the SPDM. We'll need to go in a minute.
Huh? They're sending both Team Timekeeper and the 12 Squad to the SPDM?
No. Not the 12 Squad. I've been seconded to Team Timekeeper for the mission.
The SPDM has taken in a large number of Storm Orphans in the last few months, and they're preparing for next term's opening ceremony. With our shortages in manpower, they've been recalling any available alumni to assist, including Merel and me.
I see. I'm sure you'll do well this time.
Of course. I'll try my best.
How is Commander Kreas? Paravian mentioned that the committee has brought him to court.
I'm sure it isn't anything too serious. I believe the committee only wants to collect as much intelligence as possible before the next storm.
Yeah, that's why the squad members have all been reassigned. I asked Paravian and Yermalai to come visit you with us, but they were tied up. Looks like we'll have to wait till the storm ends before we reunite.
The storm. Then the end of this era is coming.
Yes, but don't worry. The Foundation has already begun recalling its staff, and you'll be safe here.
The doctor said that as long as I stay in the rehab center, I won't feel a thing when it happens. But it's my first time braving the storm. Commander Kreas walked me through what to expect. He told me I would get used to it. You've each been through it many times now, right? Have you gotten used to it?
No one ever really gets used to it, do they, Verdun?
I still haven't.
It's almost time. Shall we set off early?
Sorry, I can't. I just received a message. There's something I need to handle back at headquarters before I go.
Should I wait for you then?
No need. Just go and find Matilda at the ceremony hall. She'll tell you what to do before I arrive.
Matilda? You mean Matilda Boanish, our old monitor assistant?
Yes. She's an investigator now. A star investigator. She'll insist. She'll also be helping out.
Got it. I hope the school shuttle's still running. I haven't been back since I graduated.
Take it as a good chance to revisit then. Sinetto and I will join you soon. You still look pale, Miss Stranger.
Well enough to get back to work. Thank you for your concern. Though, before we exchange any more pleasantries, shall we allow this researcher to finish her job first?
Hello, timekeeper. You're as punctual as ever, right down to the tick.
In fact, you're early, miss. But I must confess, I was never all that timely before becoming the timekeeper.
Wow, and a sense of humor too. You've really got it all, Miss Verton. I'll be the one conducting research into your suitcase's technology this time. Well, it's not just me, of course. It'll go to the team. One researcher alone couldn't possibly understand a device of the suitcase's magnitude, could they? So, has everyone moved out already?
Yes, they're all in the Foundation's guest rooms. I've checked every nook and cranny to ensure no one was left behind.
Thank you for your cooperation. I'm sure this will help us learn more about that mysterious spinning wheel.
Anything else I can help you with?
Timekeeper. There's something I'd like to ask you about. Kind of a private matter. About the Amber Room. I heard you went through some kind of time distortion in there. Is that true?
Yes. It was exactly as I wrote in my report.
Time distortion. If only I were assigned to research that. What could be more fun than studying time itself? Not to knock working on the suitcase, I suppose involves the study of space. Space or time. I wonder which is deeper. You know, you're a real gatherer of mysteries, Timekeeper. Actually, you're kind of a mystery yourself. I don't know what I'm saying. Sorry for the blabbering. I should really go. Well, I'll get the suitcase back to you in a few days. A week at most. Please plan your schedule accordingly. Goodbye, Timekeeper.
if she even saw me or Miss Sonetto. Laplace really does excel in finding unique talents.
I'm used to it. Has the Foundation assigned you a new job already? I thought you'd want to rest for a while longer.
I wish I could, but it's not my decision to make. The Foundation received your report on the Dawn operation while I was still stuck in bed. It mentioned that Igor gave you a boon. Part of my work involves studying the Manus's arcane skills, so I was sent to Laplace to help. The project leader said they've made some progress already, but they'll need your help to continue. Which is why I invited you here.
Is the research team here at the Foundation?
Yes. The project leader and her assistant were notified in advance and brought their equipment here. Follow me. They asked for an open space, so we agreed to meet in the garden. I don't understand how one can relax while walking through a maze like this.
The view was much more enjoyable before the hedges grew into walls like this.
That should be them over there. Is that... Eagle?
Hi, Miss Timekeeper. Miss Sonetto, Miss Stranger. It's great to see you again.
It's been a while, Eagle. I understand you've joined Laplace. Will you be working on this project too?
Not exactly. The project leader is my tutor. I'm just here to help with a few things. She's
Hello, Timekeeper. It's truly an honor. I hope you found the time to read Miss Recoletta's novel. Oh, you can call me Marguerite.
It's a pleasure, Marguerite.
Your timing's perfect. Eagle and I have just finished setting up the Omni-Vector virtual monitoring device. We're ready to start the experiment at any time. Please, take a seat, Timekeeper. You're about to experience quite the adventure.
Wait, Miss Marguerite. Would you mind explaining what this Omni-Vector virtual monitoring device is before you start?
It's a chaos system Omni-Vector quantitative analysis and spatiometric virtual sensory monitoring device, to be precise. Based on what we know about this cube, it'll go through unpredictable changes in the near future. So, to keep it under control, we must... Judging by your faces, I think I haven't been clear enough.
Allow me to make things easier for everyone. Using the data I provided, the research team has decoded the arcane skill Manus Vindictae used to stabilize the shell of the boon, allowing us to access what was held inside.
It was trivial, really. All we needed to do was listen.
So you're saying I can use this device to hear what's inside the cube?
Exactly. I know it isn't quite correct to call it a monitoring device, but language itself is an exercise in uncertainty, wouldn't you say?
Given that the cube was created by Arcana, a less direct but safer method of exploration is probably for the best.
As it happens, I already attempted to listen to the device while setting up the system. As soon as the first blast of sound reached my ears, I was hit with a wave of dizziness and briefly fell unconscious. Symptoms that closely resemble what I experienced when you secretly invited me to the lake in your suitcase. It's likely, Vertin, that you are the only one able to remain conscious while listening to the device. And don't worry, Eagle has already booked a VIP room for you at the rehab center, just in case.
I see. Well, I suppose there's only one way to find out.
Virtual environmental model constructed. You may begin at any time. Miss Stranger, place the Pandora's box on the tray, if you would. Justice, the cube of superposition of ever-changing matter. It seems feasible to the system you've aligns well with our simulated... Wait. Timekeeper seems...
The machine is smoking. Did something go wrong? Timekeeper, are you alright?
I'm fine. My ears are ringing, but that's all.
So you were able to withstand whatever's inside the cube as expected, but it looks like our monitoring device wasn't. The overload of chaos data caused it to break down, though it should have been fine under the protection of the Apeiron scroll.
Did you hear anything during the experiment?
I did. But I don't quite know how to describe it. It was almost like the sound of sinking quicksand. I think I've made contact with similar powers before. I'm not sure what it is, but I know it could be very dangerous.
Then Miss Stranger was right. It could be risky to break the shell before we find out what's inside.
It's still an option worth considering, since we've gotten nothing from the monitoring device. Well, Timekeeper, shall we open it?
No, the risk is too high.
Shame. Anyway, if you change your mind... Use this. Our virtual neighbor came up with this capsule while we were working on the monitoring device. It activates with a simple incantation. It'll take about 7 seconds to dissolve the shell. After that, who knows what might happen. I'll teach you the incantation later. It's easy, as long as you pass the SPDM's 9th grade arcane skills class.
Thank you. I'll treat it with the utmost care.
Good. I look forward to hearing its secrets. If you decide to open it, that is.
Are they... dead? No, this isn't a person. It's something artificial.
What was that?
Don't look. We'll figure out what's going on. Just come with me for now.
Get down!
What? Rhiannon? Sonetto!
Merel, take cover!
It looks like their arcane skills can't pass through the crystals conjured by my incantations. Which means I should be able to provide us protection going forward.
Its core is inside its head, Sonetto! Can you see it?
I see it. A breach in its skull. Maybe we can start by disabling its perception of Gnosis. But I need to get closer before I can cast accurately.
Closer. I can help with that. Cover me!
Understood.
No comms from the first squad?
Oh, everyone's here.
Over here, Razor!
We've just started. Don't mind me. You were talking about the first squad. They were the ones sent to the SPDM, right?
Dispatch has lost contact with them. We're not sure whether they're in danger, or if communication has been jammed by the storm.
Will we send another unit?
No. Dispatch has decided we can't risk sending anyone else with the storm arriving so soon.
Is there any clearer reason why they made that decision?
We can't risk leaving headquarters short-handed if an emergency breaks out. Besides, mobilizing another unit could easily spark panic among the people being processed. Dispatch has determined that if we cannot make contact, it'll be better to deploy after the storm has passed.
Then, what are we here for, Miss Stranger?
Your teams will be performing reconnaissance in force as soon as the storm ends. You are to gather any intel about the status of the first squad and SPDM as soon as possible. I need you to prepare your teams in advance. But let me be clear. The purpose of this mission and the status of the SPDM and first squad are on a need-to-know basis. You are not permitted to inform the lower ranks at this time. We have to take into account the possibility that some of your newer team members may act on impulse. if they hear the news. Especially the arcanists among them.
That's fair. I'm not sure I could hold some of them back from rushing into the storm if they thought they could help. For the good of the operation, we'll keep our mouths shut. Human or arcanist, we need to prioritize our team's well-being.
Osborne's team will be fine. They have numbers, skills, and the latest gear. The Manus won't take them out. Not without a fight. I bet they'll be crowd surfing above the cheering students by the time we get to the SPDM.
Miss Stranger, I've kept an eye on Team Timekeeper as ordered. I wouldn't say they're the most disciplined group, but they're doing fine. Except the one that claims to be some kind of pirate rock star come freedom fighter. She's been selling the others on an escape plan.
Razor, could I ask you to speak to Regulus? You saved her life once on the Aegean. Perhaps she'll listen to you. Here are your mission briefings. Keep them secret. Keep them safe. Please follow dispatch's instructions and report in before you make further decisions. You have your orders. Dismissed.
Wait, Miss Stranger.
What? I have to leave my things behind?
Those are the rules, sir. I believe you've been informed that each individual is allowed only a maximum of 20 kilograms. Any excess baggage must be discarded unless it qualifies as military equipment. Since there is no military equipment in your baggage and... You know what? I don't have time for this. Don't you see the line behind you?
Do you have any idea what I've been through to get here? I spent 3 months in the trenches fighting Manus Vindicte for this organization. Now you're asking me to throw away what's left of my life. And it's not just my belongings. I brought things for my little brother too. The commander said we'd be moving again after we sign this contract. I don't see why I have to throw it all away.
Calm down, sir. You'll have to discard any excess baggage before we can allow you entry. No exceptions. We need to get you all processed quickly so you can sign your military service contracts. There's a lot of paperwork to do.
Just do as he says, Arthur. You know these bureaucrat types? They're no different here than any back home. Heads are too clogged up with rules and regulations. There's no talking any sense into them. Might as well save yourself the bother.
What are you doing here, Miss Druvis?
Just looking around. I guess I find it odd seeing all these long lines. It's not normal to have so many people waiting to come in, especially so close to the storm. Soon, they'll be putting on Foundation uniforms. And then, just like that, they'll be told to say goodbye to their family, friends, homelands, their entire era.
Please, Miss Druvis, it's best we don't talk about that here. Most of those waiting in line aren't aware of this issue.
They've been fighting Manus Vindicte for months. Don't you think they might have learned something from our enemies?
The Foundation's policy forbids revealing information on the storm to any personnel from the current era. It doesn't matter what they may or may not already know. What is it?
Was that sarcasm in your voice? You find the Foundation's policy absurd too, don't you?
I wouldn't say that.
Burden told me about you. You went under deep cover in Manus Vindicte. Forced yourself to become someone you're not. Did things you've come to regret. You paid an unimaginable price to complete the Foundation's mission. But even now, after you've returned home, you're dissatisfied with the character you're playing. I can't help but wonder what the you really want to be is like.
I don't know. I've never had the time to answer that question. The Foundation only gave me a new role, not a new identity. They expected me to fall back into my old self.
Are you here to check in on us? To make sure we aren't planning anything too radical? You can rest assured, it won't happen.
I appreciate it. Then let's put it behind us. Thank you for trusting the Foundation.
But I don't trust the Foundation. I've always doubted their ability to bring about their professed order and peace for all.
It might be best to end our conversation here, Miss Druvis.
They bring these people in under false pretenses, knowing full well that after the storm wipes out their era, they'll be isolated and moldable. And just like that, the Foundation gets a new generation of puppets. Uprooted, shorn down, and processed, like trees turned into logs. No one ever asks them what they want to be. They never get that chance. I work with the Foundation only because of Vertin. I am loyal to her, devoted to her cause, not yours. I can face the uncertainty of the future because I know what I'm fighting for. How would these people react if they found out the truth? Don't you think some of them would rather risk their lives to find another shelter than give up their freedom to the Foundation?
You mean they might want to join Manus Vindicte?
Or the Griffin Legion? Or some other shelter we don't know of, like the Aperon Island? How long do you think the Foundation's policies would hold if they didn't present themselves as the only option?
That's a stage 1 alert.
What? What's going on now? An assault. Or bombardment.
Everyone, stay calm and wait for further instructions.
Could it be something related to the storm syndrome? Or another attack outside?
Neither. A stage 1 alert means a major crisis is happening inside headquarters. Miss Druvis, please return to Team Timekeeper and lead them to the nearest shelter.
intruders in headquarters. Emergency evacuation procedures initiated. All personnel are to obey ranking officers during evacuation and await further instructions in the emergency shelter. This is not a drill. Repeat. Stage 1 alert. Unidentified intruders in headquarters.
Well, well. It is of little surprise that the White Fortress doth not extend its courtesy to an unbidden guest. Yet I shall brook no refusal.
A most impressive display of strength. Look at them run. Perhaps I overdid things. I wish I didn't have to be so rough with them. Guiding one.
How has our ambush against the Foundation's response squad proceeded?
They've been taken care of.
Impressive. Then I need only point my blade forward.
Bringing a knife to a gunfight. You are a hoot. Assault squads! Lock down the first floor of the committee building. Eliminate any resistance. We'll demolish their tower and rip the guts from these arrogant hypocrites.
Yes, sir.
Run! It's Manus Vindictae! I saw them!
You?
Grace, a moth sealed inside a human's cage.
Arcana? No. This can't be happening.
You need not fear. I come only seeking an answer. We have no dark designs. To speak thy name doth please me still, and I do not forget the deeds thou once didst for us, grieved though I am by thy betrayal. Come hither, child, for I carry a gift that should have long ago been bestowed upon thee.
Excuse me, miss. May I borrow this book?
5 easy recipes to brew an invisibility potion. Are you sure you've picked the right book, dear? The final exams are coming up, and I doubt this appears anywhere in your syllabus.
No, it doesn't, but... I just want something different to read. I've gone through every book on the syllabus, or at least stared at them until my brain gave up. I'll probably fail. Maybe that's for the best. Sorry. Do I know you? I am Matilda Bunch, so you have doubtlessly heard of me. Okay. How did you know my name? Why, I remembered it, of course! I remember everyone's name! You should learn to do the same, starting with mine! That way, you'll know who to turn to if you need any help. You're one of the new students, n'est-ce pas? Yeah. I know you've been struggling, but not everyone arrives having mastered the entire syllabus as I have. You'll get the hang of it in no time, trust me. I guess so. Are you borrowing books too? What did you get? An introduction to shapeshifting and its practice through time? Are you trying to learn to shapeshift, Matilda? I just want to get a taste of it, that's all! But that book's huge. How about Fiddler Crab Shapeshifting for Dummies? I read it. It's simple and fun. Perfect for beginners like us. Excusez-moi? I never read a more insulting title! Matilda Bunny, she's no dummy, and she absolutely will not read a book that is meant for one! If I am to learn shapeshifting, I will do it properly and learn from the best! I will not end up as some sorry, soggy, crabby little thing crawling around on the floor! Besides, we've already had quite enough dummies knocking on the infirmary's door with claws instead of hands! Oh, I did hear Soneto once borrowed that book, but I simply cannot imagine her turning into a crab. I wonder if she succeeded. There must be a way I can find out. Never mind. Why would Matilda concern herself with such petty tricks? We Buanishes have already mastered something far more powerful. Command of the crystal orbs.
To be honest, I wasn't exactly thrilled when they told me I'd be sent here. But I guess there are worse places I could have been stationed, so I didn't complain. I can't say I've missed the school announcements, or the electric fences and detention rooms. Not even for a second. But I've always liked the library. It's probably the only part of the school that I did. I will see this through, Matilda. Not for the sake of the school, though.
The instructors are hiding something. But if we'll find out one day anyway, why don't they just tell us now? Miss, why can't you just tell us what's happening out there? I swear we'll keep our mouths shut.
Don't bother, Emilia. They're not gonna tell you anything. They know, but even if they used to be students like us, they're just like them now.
But for our friends, and for the students who remind me of who we once were. This war will end someday. And when it does, I hope they'll live in a kinder world than the one we grew up in.
Merel, is Miss Boanish going to be okay?
She still hasn't regained consciousness. It might have something to do with the arcane skill that hit her. But her vitals are stable, and the casualty assessment didn't show anything serious. The rehab center should have her back on her feet in no time.
Casualty assessment?
Yeah. It's a process I learned back at the Vigils Bureau. Just glad I haven't forgotten it.
The Vigils Bureau? Was that your first job after school? You're incredible.
I doubt my instructor back then would agree. I didn't do very well in the exams.
Miss Boanish once told me that grades aren't everything. You must have had other strengths the Vigils Bureau valued. When I graduate, I hope I can join the Vigils like you. Or be an investigator like Miss Boanish. Do you think I stand a chance?
Of course. But you should really consider working at the Foundation's headquarters. It's much safer behind a desk than out in the field.
I don't want to be stuck indoors. Besides, Miss Boanish and Miss Zanetto chose to be field operatives. And so did you. You all must have seen a reason to do it. I don't really know all the details of what investigators, vigil officers, or soldiers actually do out there. But I know it's what I want to do.
They aren't all that different, really. Sometimes you'll find their duties overlap.
Merel?
Over here. Matilda's condition hasn't changed. Is there something you need?
The timekeeper wants a word with you in the study room.
Sure. I'm on my way.
I better go check on the other students again. See how they've been behaving. Some of the younger ones think they might find a solution to the impending storm in the books. But I figure if the answer really was in a book, someone would have found it already.
You wanted to see me? What's wrong?
The convoy should have arrived by now, but there's no sign of them. I haven't been able to reach headquarters either. I'm afraid we have to prepare for the worst.
Is this the contraction rate of the immunity area?
Yes. Its radius has reduced by 30 meters in the last 15 minutes. It's shrinking even faster than I'd anticipated. At this rate, the library will be exposed 10 minutes before the storm arrives.
But there are so many students.
That's why I called you here. We don't have the luxury of waiting for rescue anymore. I've decided to see whether the boon can be of any use.
Boon.
It's an item Igor gave me during the Dawn operation. It's possible that it could generate an immunity zone. But
we have almost no idea what's inside it. It could save us or destroy us. It was a gift from Arcana. Let's not forget that.
Arcana? Then shouldn't we stay as far away from it as possible?
I think so too. It really is like Pandora's box. Once opened, there'll be no undoing the consequences.
even so, it may be our last hope to save everyone here.
You are the true savior destined to lead us from the flood. Take it.
Igor believed that I was meant to have it. He was absolutely certain, though I still don't understand why. But if I can make it work, it could shield us all from the storm. I'd be saving not just you two, but all the students here. Igor managed to protect his entire army from the flood in Antarctica, and I believe he did it with the power of this cube.
But that's hardly for certain. What if we open it and find out there's nothing inside?
Then we attempt to reach the central watchtower, assuming the Manus hasn't destroyed the dove there too.
They'll hit us with everything they have out there. And even if we somehow avoided them, how could we manage to get all these children out safely?
There really aren't any options left then.
I've already applied the alchemical compound Miss Marguerite gave me. She said it will begin to dismantle the shell as soon as the incantation is recited. Unlock the leaden secret.
A gate? The boon is an entrance?
I hear something. A voice. Someone's calling out.
I don't hear anything at all.
There's only wind blowing across the ground. No voices.
It's calling out to us. I hear my name. And yours, Sonetto.
Timekeeper, it's entirely possible that this is a trap. Stepping in there could be exactly what Arcana wants.
But the voice... it sounds just like mine.
Sorry, you're saying the voice coming from that gate is yours, and only you can hear it?
I know how impossible it must sound. But I want to see for myself. I have to try.
Then please, at least allow me to accompany you.
Of course. Merel, can I ask you to wait here? Someone has to look after the students if we don't make it back. You have to get them to the central tower before the library is exposed to the storm.
I have another idea. I'll go to the central tower myself and bring back the dove installed there.
On your own? That's far too risky. The Manus are everywhere. They've likely taken control of the entire campus.
Just listen. The Manus we've encountered so far have been manageable. Tough, but dumb. They haven't sent anything I can't handle. Acting alone might even be an advantage. I'll be much quicker and quieter without trying to move all these kids with me too. If I shapeshift on the way, I might even be able to draw some enemies away from the library. So, go on. Check what's behind the gate. I'll head for the dove. It probably won't last long off its pedestal, but what's left inside should be enough to get us through the storm.
And if the dove runs out of energy before the storm arrives? Or what if something happens to you on the way? The stakes are too high. We can't afford to leave this to chance.
We're already betting on luck, aren't we? And just waiting isn't going to improve our odds anymore. What if you come back empty-handed? What then? No, we need to stack the cards or spread the risk or something like that. Do you see what I mean? And to be honest, if you don't make it back, I doubt I could get everyone to safety by myself. But going out alone, that I can do. This way, we double their chances of survival. Always have a plan to fall back on. Chris is always saying that to me. And this time, I've got one.
I admire your courage, Merel. Truly. Go then. I trust you. And I need you to trust me too. We meet here again before the storm. And whatever happens, we move forward together.
I promise.
It's time. Let's go, Sonetto.
They're gone.
Merel? What's going on? Where did Miss Verton and Miss Sonetto go?
They've gone to find a way to get us all through the storm safely. I'm going to leave soon too, Lavender. I need to get to the central watchtower and see if I can find something that might help us there.
By yourself?
Yeah. Don't worry. I know a way to slip past the enemies outside.
Those Manus monsters have just been hanging around so far. They don't seem to be trying to get in. But even if a few try, the senior students and I should be able to manage. We'll be all right here. As long as they don't all come charging in at once. You go ahead.
I couldn't ask for more. I'll be back as soon as I can.
You are the true creator of this boon.
And you are its rightful receiver.
Rightful receiver? Then why was it in Arcana's possession? And why was it given to Igor?
You know the ways of time and fate. The boon comes to you only at the proper moment, just as you have come to me.
You speak as though you know me. Have we met before?
Beneath the ruins of civilization, in an ancient past. Yet neither of us came to seek that story. Not on this day.
Igor was promised that the boon would protect him, but it didn't. Will that happen to me as well?
The promise still stands. But mortal hands cannot stop the sand from slipping through their fingers.
What are you expecting me to do then?
You need no counsel from me. The boon is already yours. I do not seek to bestow blessings, for you need none. Vikiju and la regla, immortaluloi.
Vikiju on la regno de mortemuloi.
Timekeeper!
Sonetto, where are you?
I'm right here. Can't you see me?
No. I can't see anything. It's too dark. Sonetto, where are...
I'm right beside you. We're in the library. Just us. No students, no staff, no Manus Vindictae. You disappeared after we went through that gate, then reappeared behind me just now. What do you mean you can't see? Has something happened to your eyes?
I'm not sure. It's like I've been hit by a flashbang. But I'll manage. You sound... different.
That's because we're both children again. We look like we did when we were SPDM students.
Then this can't truly be reality. It's like what happened in the Amber Room. The flow of time has been disrupted.
Where did you go after stepping into the gate, Timekeeper?
I'm not certain. There was a mist. Or dust. And I heard a voice. It said I already knew how to gain protection from the boon. Then it spoke an incantation.
Then... does that mean we succeeded?
I repeated the incantation, but I have no idea if it worked. We need to find a way out of this timeline anomaly if we're to know if it had any effect.
Speaking of time, I looked around while you were gone.
There are no clocks, calendars, or even yearbooks in this place. Anything that might indicate a date or time is missing. And whenever I try to leave, I just end up back where I started. It's like a maze that won't let us go. Wait, Sonetto. What is it? There's a light. A golden thread. I can feel it. Feel her. Her? It's Merel. But I can't see her anywhere. How do you know it's her? I just know. I can't explain how. The threads tangle. Merel may be in trouble, but her knot isn't anywhere close. Sonetto, where am I facing? Toward the central watchtower. I tried to find a way there earlier, but I couldn't even manage to leave the library. Let's try following Merel's thread. Take my hand. I'll guide us. You clear the way. Of course. Let's get out of here. We made it! Good. Then this thread is leading us to exactly where we need to be. There we go.
Wait, it's open? Amelia, help me open this door.
I never would have expected so many Arcanists to risk their lives for the Foundation, even with their powers taken away from them.
You underestimated them, just as you've always underestimated what solidarity can accomplish.
Solidarity. I never thought I'd hear that word coming from you.
Ladies and gentlemen. Inside this room are all the surviving members of the Committee and the House of Integratus. The third floor of the Committee building has fallen, and the enemy is advancing through the fourth as we speak. If this continues, the entire building will fall before help arrives. The President has ordered an immediate evacuation. All of you and any other non-combatant staff are to head to his office on the top floor.
Look at us. A bunch of beaten down cowards.
Huh. And who do you intend to hold accountable this time?
Gentlemen, please. Choose your battles. Yes, we used to fight over policies in this room. But now is the time to set our issues aside and unite around our common goal.
Survival. Yes, that is the grim reality.
I had hoped we might reconcile under better circumstances.
Don't lose hope yet, Pedro. Perhaps one day we'll be able to return to this room more united than ever before.
We can save the debate over that until we get out of here in one piece. Every second we linger is another stress on the people protecting our lives.
Hold on tight! Nautica!
I took as much of the impact as I could. Are you all right?
Yep, everyone's okay.
We would have been toast without you, Nautica. You good?
I'm just glad no one's hurt. But I need some time to get up.
What just happened? Is everyone all right?
Huh? Didn't you feel loopy when Arcana did that hush trick?
Loopy? I didn't feel a thing.
Maybe it only affects arcanists. I can't use any of my arcane skills. It's like the channel of my pneuma is blocked.
Like a clogged pipe? Whatever it was, the enemy will be hunting for you. Stick with us. We humans don't need powers to fight. All right, team, gather up.
Yo, Cap. Don't you go treating me like some kind of pushover. My blade still cuts, with or without my arcane skills.
Wouldn't think of it, Jay. Just don't get yourself hurt, all right?
A moth? Miss Stranger? Is that you?
I found clues as to the Manus entry point. Operation smoothly so far. Entrance should be located and closed down in no time.
Is she saying she's found the Manus entry point and she's on her way to close it?
That's what I heard too. But... how did this message get through? All arcane skills are muted. Only the Manus can... Did she...
Looks like the risk paid off. The mask restored my power.
You dare to steal power from a Manus mask. Are you brave, or merely foolish, Grace?
This isn't the first time I've been tested by it, Prima. I know how to resist its corruption.
Your resistance is meaningless. The mask will destroy the unfaithful, but you've lived on stolen time for long enough. I should have ended you before you ever made it to Antarctica.
Is that so? Funny. I always thought you were more eager for your mother's death than I was. You wanted her position for yourself, didn't you?
You lie! I have only ever admired her unwavering devotion to the Guiding One. A devotion that ended in martyrdom. A sacrifice which shall be rewarded. Her flesh may have perished, but her name lives on. As for you, treacherous pest that you are, you will die inconsequential and unremembered.
Inconsequential? That sounds familiar. They did tell you what happened during your mother's so-called martyr's death, didn't they? It wasn't some sacred act. She wasn't chosen. It was an accident, Prima. The roof collapsed. A large chunk of it fell, and she was too absorbed in her own preaching to notice. Until it squashed her like a bug. An inconsequential, meaningless death. The only good thing that came of it was the silence.
No. Damn you and your lies!
Do you really think her death meant anything to Arcana? None of you have ever mattered to her. She sent you here to spread chaos simply because it amuses her. She calls herself a savior. But she doesn't care if any of you die in the process. Because she isn't a savior, nor a god. Only a purveyor of lies and chaos. All she brings is ruin and death.
I'll tear that blasphemous tongue from your mouth!
Descend into dreams. Both the Manus and the Foundation lie for our loyalty and sacrifice. But whatever lies they tell, it makes no difference to me. I am loyal only to my own cause now.
My semi-automatic construction arm has gone offline! Leave it! Laplace's equipment runs on Arcanum. They'll all be useless now. Human soldiers behind the barricade! Cover the Arcanists as they retreat! Now! Looks like we're doing this the old-fashioned way.
Hold your fire! All units, hold fire! That's Arcana. Firearms don't harm her. Disengage. I repeat, disengage!
quaint.
She warned me about this.
Why didn't she do anything, sir?
Because we're irrelevant to her.
Then, what do we do?
All we can do, slow down the rest of the Manus forces. Leave Arcana to those who can handle her. Miss Stranger, you were right about her.
Prima, should the language of music elude you, you may command them with incantations in its stead.
Yes, ma'am.
I have matters to attend to, whilst you children play your games with the Foundation. I trust the Windweave will be safe in your care. You may one day be worthy of your mother's place. But first, prove yourself.
I said, be quiet.
So many donned this mask because of your lies. Do you remember their faces? You lured them in, broke them, and cast them into the abyss. Stood by and watched them surrender their souls to a goddess you never believed in, never truly knew.
I did.
Now it's your turn to face the trial. You know what awaits you if you fail. Why not seek the forgiveness of the Mother of Resurrection? She has spared you. She would embrace you once more, as any loving mother would a wayward child.
I won't. I'll never return to her. This mask can't overpower me. I know how to control it.
Of course. You are no stranger to this mask. You've worn it before. But then, you still had the Phototaxis to protect you. How daring of you to think you can master it alone this time.
At least my mind is still my own. That's all I need. That way is Building 5, where the refugees were housed.
And do you see those people? Arcanist soldiers.
Our brothers and sisters. They have put on the mask. From this day forth, they fight only for their own people.
Those are Krutov's troops. Prima's memory was correct. That must be where the Manus entered the Foundation. But why here? Why in the refugees' residences?
Let's find out, shall we?
This is...
a passage that connects us all.
This must be the orchestra Lyra mentioned. And these monsters are communicating through song. This is where they sent those who failed the trial. When and how did Lyra do all this? I had no idea. I must have overlooked some clue.
I'm sure you know what must be done.
Yes, I will end it here. I know how to control these things. And Prima has just shown me the incantation to command them. I'll order the orchestra to play the song to sever the windweave. I'll just...
Did it ever occur to you, in all the grandness of your mission, that using a Manus incantation might invite the mask deeper into your mind? Your resistance is as pathetic as it is ungrateful in the face of the Guiding One's mercy. Come along home, dear. Lay down that heavy burden. You're no Foundation dog. You're with your own kind. You'll be safe. You can finally be free. You've been away for far too long. Too long to remember what it is to belong. To be happy. To be surrounded by family. Come back. We will all rejoice in your return. You can have the life you want. And a new name. Not Grace. Not Moth. No longer a stranger.
Go home to the primeval glaciers. It's done. The portal is closed. No. Don't do this to me. No. I don't want to go. No more names. No more orders. I never received links. I want to live, to leave here, to never come back.
Fighting on foot? Ugh! You gotta be kidding me. Looks like I need to leave you here, buddy. Better hope the manners don't snatch you up. Hmm? Who's there? It's you! You're all covered in slime. What the hell happened?
The portal. The Manus' portal is closed. Mission complete.
Too easy, don't you think? It's like someone's walking ahead and unlocking all the doors for us.
You think it's ghosts?
Don't be ridiculous! And even if there were ghosts, they'd obviously be haunting the detention room.
It couldn't be. The school hires exorcists for a full inspection every vernal equinox. Didn't you know that? But, if you're still worried, I've got just the thing for you two. Here, keep these close.
I thought you were going to give us a talisman or an amulet to keep the ghosts away.
Well, these are pretty much the same thing. Lucas, yours has got an optical incantation that can make you invisible. But yours, Amelia, is a real-life grenade. Throw it out, and it'll set off a small explosion. Understand? I bet the instructors never let you try these before. Pretty cool, right?
Yeah, sure. But why does she get the real thing?
Because as far as I've seen, Amelia thinks before she acts. I can trust her to use it responsibly. You, on the other hand, would probably lob it out the first chance you got.
I would not!
I'll be careful. I promise.
All right then. Let's keep moving.
The top floor is right above us.
Watch out!
Amelia, what is it? You're shaking.
Look. Over there.
We'll be okay. Burton's doing everything she can, so we've got to do the same. Burton. Sonetto. Is this you helping us? I don't know how you're doing this, but if it really is you, then please, we need your help one last time.
The door's open. Again.
The thing we're after should be right behind it.
That was the last knot. If all the knots are undone, will Merel be able to get to the top floor safely? I think so. Then she'll be able to get the dove to the library. I know she will. Let's head back and meet her there. But first, we need to find a way out. Timekeeper? Which way am I facing, Sonetto? What's in this direction? It's a door. Shall I open it? Yes, please. And tell me what's behind it. What do you see? It opens into another space. If I'm not mistaken... It's the committee building's hallway. Then this maze can lead us to Foundation headquarters.
It's Arcana. She's here.
Arcana? You mean at the school? Or at headquarters?
At headquarters. Inside the committee building. I think I know why the Foundation never sent more reinforcements to the school. And the future revealed itself before me.
Oh. Can you hear me, Timekeeper?
Sonato.
Timekeeper, I'm here. I've got you. What just happened? What did you see in there?
We did it, Sonato.
Did... what?
Arcana has retreated.
You confronted her in there?
She spoke to me. She said, "Welcome back." I tried to dispel the mist around her, but then she just disappeared. It doesn't feel right. I don't understand what I did.
We'll figure it out someday. Whatever you did, it must have been powerful.
Yes, we can figure things out later. Let's just find a way back first. Do you know where we are?
I think we're back in the library. This is the same study room we left before going to the central tower. What's that?
It's an item Eagle gave me during the Dawn operation. It's possible that it could generate an immunity zone, but...
It's us, Timekeeper. In Merel. Back when we were discussing whether to open the boon.
Then they're about to.
They're going through the gate. Or... we are.
I know how to get out. Sonato, lead me to the gate.
Right. Stay close.
It won't open from this side, just as I thought. The gate can only be opened from the other side. Someone has to come in first. Come in, Sonato. Vertin, you have to bring Sonato with you. voice. Someone's calling out. I want to see for myself.
We're just about to enter through the gate. Which means we need to leave at the same time. I'm ready.
We meet here again before the storm. And whatever happens, we move forward together.
I promise.
It's time. Let's go, Sonetto.
Now, Timekeeper!
Sonetto!
I'm here. We're back to our real ages. How's your eyesight, Timekeeper?
I can see again. It seems we've made it back to reality.
Finally.
But there's only 3 minutes left before the storm.
Miss Burton! Miss Sonetto!
Lavender!
I heard voices. Thank goodness you're back.
How's everything at the library? Is everyone all right?
For now.
The doves aren't glowing so much anymore.
The immunity zone has shrunk so far that it doesn't cover the library anymore. We'd all have been doomed if these 2 students hadn't brought us these backup shelter doves. They said Miss Merel was the one who got them. But the doves may not last long. Without them...
Things will be all right now, Lavender. I found a shelter strong enough for all of us.
The rain. It's rising. Who's there?
Burton and Sonetto made it! We're going to be okay! Come on!
They... made it? But...
But what? They can save everyone! Us included! Come, come!
I can't go any further. The reverse has already started. It's too late. I'm just hallucinating. You're not real. This must be the storm syndrome.
Don't give up now, Merel! You can make it!
It's so far. This is where I failed my first PE test. We just couldn't reach the end of the track in time.
You've grown up. You're not that little girl anymore. Come on, Merel. Move your feet.
Everyone stay together. Don't leave the light. Gather around Miss Burton.
Merel? Where's Merel?
Keep going. Just a little more. It's so close. We can make it. We still have a promise to keep. Remember?
Virgin. Sonetto. Is that Merel? Just a little bit closer. I don't want to go. Don't leave me. But Merel! No!
Where am I? Merel?
Matilda, you're awake.
Burton? Sonetto? What are you doing here?
Madame Berenice predicted you'd wake up sometime today, so we thought we'd drop by. I'm sure you want to hear about the school.
Mama is here? No. Since the storm has passed, the school...
The students are safe. Most of them made it through.
Most? And Merel?
We'll talk more once you're feeling better.
I'm perfectly
You need to rest. Just lie down for now. Your mother will be here soon.
How long has she been back at headquarters?
She came as soon as the storm ended. She barely left your side up until now. The Foundation needed her for some paperwork. She should be back any moment. She brought you a new crystal orb to replace the one you lost during the fight. Please, don't get up. The doctor said you need to rest for now.
We've got a few more get well presents for you. Probably easier if we show them to you. Sonetto and I thought you'd appreciate this.
Ouf, mon cœur! You did this on purpose just to tease me, no? Tell me you didn't forget what I actually use for divination.
Of course not. Which is precisely why we picked one with silly anecdotes on Arcanum on the back. You can read it like a storybook.
Then I suppose it isn't all that bad.
I'll look through them myself once I can move a bit more easily. It shouldn't be more than a few days. Until then, I will lie here and think about how to repay their kindness properly.
Of course. We'll leave you to it. Laplace wants to see me as soon as possible. We'll visit again soon.
With heavy hearts, we announced the passing of Richard, principal of the SPDM. The Joint Committee of St. Pablo Foundation has elected to appoint Zhang Zhizhi as acting principal until further arrangements can be made. This decision is effective immediately. Her existing responsibilities will remain unchanged.
You look as stunned as the day I named you Chief of Staff. You had that tea back then, too. Has it always been the same blend? Milk vetch, goji berries, ginseng, or was it dong quai?
The latter, along with a few other herbs. It was a gift from Black Ibis. Ma'am, forgive me for repeating what I said back then, but I fear I may not be the right person for the job.
The SPDM has been asking for their principal to be put on the Joint Committee for a while now. This makes for a convenient workaround. We put a committee member as their principal.
With respect, ma'am, I haven't been involved in school affairs for years. Many will doubt the decision.
I wouldn't be concerned about that. We've got more than enough justification to back this appointment. Had Verton and Sonetto not uncovered the secret of the boon, every student in that library would have been exposed to the storm. It's as sound a reason as any for you, their direct supervisor, to assume office. On top of that, Investigator Matilda placed herself in grave danger, and Ms. Merel gave her life protecting the students. The Timekeeper's team paid a heavy price to compensate for the school's failures. I am confident they will accept the matter with grace.
Merel Vanderveer. I only spoke to her once, before she left for Antarctica. She never seemed to want the spotlight. She was happy just being an ordinary girl.
Whether she'd have liked it or not, her name will be remembered by those students for the rest of their lives. Without her, the spare doves would have never gotten to the library. Those kids would have been lost before the Timekeeper returned. The Storm-Fallen Employees Archive will preserve her medal permanently. When you get to the school, the first priority will be reconstruction. Nearly its entire staff was wiped out. They'll be desperate for new blood.
This sounds very much like the Foundation right now. We took our share of losses, experienced staff who had survived multiple storms. Some went all the way back to the before first. Have you read Miss Stranger's report, ma'am?
Yes. If you're curious how Manus Vindicte slipped its troops in here unnoticed, it was through something they call the Wind Weave. Ms. Stranger discovered a portal, and within it a gigantic beast thought to be the Manus troops' carrier. She believes someone inside the Foundation opened the portal and guided the Manus here. The captive ritualist's testimony supports this theory.
But Who was their accomplice inside the Foundation?
Vikijo on the Regno de Mortem Muloy.
Slow down. What's the hurry? A dog chasing you or something?
A dog? More like 3 critters in a lab coat who keep yapping at me. We might as well throw the workplace noise regulations straight in the trash.
In all fairness, Adler, you never specified the speed or cadence of the incantation. A flaw in our experiment protocol, I'd say. I thought you'd have established more stringent guidelines after the 9th storm.
Ah, yes. How very helpful of you, Ulrich.
Mr. Enigma.
Timekeeper, you've arrived at the perfect moment.
Am I interrupting? Looks like you're experimenting with that incantation I learned from the boon.
Yes. We hear you haven't suffered any adverse effects from reciting the incantation. Quite the difference from the first circle situation. If we can decode the mechanics behind this incantation, we may be able to significantly improve the effectiveness of our anti-storm equipment.
Yes, provided the incantation actually works. After our awakened colleagues confirmed the incantation's harmlessness on them, we gathered subjects of every race we could find at Laplace. Human, arcanist, even artificial intelligence.
These dorks even tried to find a female arcanist of the Timekeeper's age in an attempt to control the variables. Huh, like that would ever work. I told you, didn't I? Furchin's one of a kind.
As you can see, Timekeeper, we need your assistance. Could you please recite the incantation while connected to our energy monitoring systems?
How do I connect to your system? Do I need to wear a monitoring device?
No need. The systems in this hallway have already linked up to you.
I see. Vikiju on la Regno de Mortamuloy. Nothing's happened.
This is it.
Keep clear. Building 5 is temporarily closed. Authorized personnel only.
This is where the largest breach occurred. Of course, all traces of the portal are gone now. Ms. Stranger sealed it completely. Ms. Cornerstone is overseeing the building's repairs. But the greater concern right now is our looming staff shortage. It seems that we have no choice but to keep expanding admissions. The resolution must stay in effect.
But didn't you say it was the cause of this incident?
Yes. The resolution undoubtedly intensified the long-lasting resentment against our refugee policy. Many were upset by our decision, and it seems that agitation escalated into treason. The Foundation has always had to make difficult decisions in regard to who we grant refuge to. Every one of us has been forced to watch family and friends perish in the storm. Even among those we do save, many join us unaware of the true ramifications of the storm, and the devastation that comes with it.
But in this last era, Manus Vindictae revealed the existence of the storm to a larger population than ever before. Once we passed the resolution, it was all but certain that we'd be flooded with refugees.
And yet, we couldn't let them all in. It wasn't fair, of course, but fairness isn't a luxury we can afford. No matter how much we expand, we still can't shelter everyone.
Then do you believe this was done in retaliation to the Foundation's strict admission policy?
It isn't quite that simple. The staff involved seemed to be acting out of conscience, not resentment. They thought, for whatever reason, that they were doing the right thing. These are wounded, traumatized people, tormented for years by the grief and anxiety of living out their own time. When they saw the desperate crowd outside the gates, they could only think of their own friends and families. Lyra saw her chance and took advantage of their sympathy. She promised them a way to save more people. If they helped create a passage bypassing Foundation security, all those waiting outside could take refuge from the storm.
None of them expected Arcana will be the one coming through that portal.
No, they never meant for this to happen. But good intentions can still lead to catastrophe.
So, what do we do with them?
What would you do if it were your decision?
Given the number of people involved, strict punishment would only further destabilize our already fragile situation. Perhaps we can give them a chance to make it right. Send them into the field to go after Lyra and investigate this woundweave. They've already paid dearly for their actions. I doubt anyone will fall for her words again. Moreover, they've had first-hand experience with the woundweave. At this moment, there is unlikely anyone more suitable than them to look for it.
I'll take it under consideration. It may well be the most practical solution, and I'm sure the court will agree.
I have 2 direct requests from Burton. One asking permission to return to her field duties, and the other is from Miss Stranger. But since she belongs to the Secretary Defense Program, it falls outside my authority to make the decision. The Timekeeper wants Miss Stranger to be released from all her current duties and put under her team. Miss Stranger has explicitly stated that she has no desire to restore her Phototaxis and wishes to keep all her current memories. She hasn't decided on the other aspects of her work yet.
Let her keep them. To have rejected the mask and survived, that alone proves her loyalty.
What about her other requests?
You're asking me to give up the program's strongest asset. I thought she'd prefer to forget it all.
They've already finished rebuilding here.
The garden was easy. All it took was transplanting a few plants. I hear the gardeners have been enjoying experimenting with the local flora from the new era. But that can't be said for everywhere. Building 5 will take some time.
I've heard the Foundation is borrowing offices from Laplace just to keep things running.
Yes. A development I doubt Laplace is thrilled with. Giving up office space and facing a near certain budget cut next season.
Oh, I remember you mentioning you were looking for ideas for a new name. Any luck so far?
I was flipping through one of those baby name books earlier. I found a few contenders, but I couldn't decide. Like Astrid, Seraphine, Eleonora, or Ingrid. They all sound lovely, if a little over the top. In a way, the idea of having a new name is kind of strange, exciting, but frightening at the same time. And I worry there isn't any kind of name that will ever feel right. Perhaps I'll stay a stranger. A stranger can be anyone after all. What is it, Verton?
Oh, nothing. I just sensed something different about you.
Something wrong, you mean?
No. Quite the opposite. You seem more alive than ever.
Leaving already?
Yes, Mom. There's no use waiting around here. We should head out and explore the era.
On the topic of exploring, you never said what you are hoping to find.
Merel. I've seen so many people vanish in the storm, but this time it was different. I saw a golden thread just before she disappeared.
You have my permission to head out, but we must talk more on that when you have time.
Madam Z, is there any news about my application?
Yes. The Vice President and I have spoken. Considering the sensitivity of your role in the Foundation, if you leave your post, your record here must be entirely erased. All your past achievements and contributions will be expunged from our records, including the sacrifice you made in closing the Windwave portal.
That all means nothing to me. After everything I've done for the Foundation, this is the only thing I want in return.
You do understand the Timekeeper's team is still part of the Foundation. Virgin reports to me.
Of course. I don't expect to be cut loose entirely. Working with the Timekeeper is more than enough. I just want to live my own life as an arcanist under the Timekeeper.
I see. Then it's settled. From this day on, you are a member of Team Timekeeper.
Thank you, Madam Z.
I'm not in a position to speak on behalf of the Foundation, Miss Stranger. But if only for myself, I'll never forget what you did for us.
Gone. All of them.
I'm afraid so. The first squad never reached the school and hasn't returned since. There's been no sign of them since their last report before the storm. The entire convoy just vanished.
And my squad?
Gone too. Our preliminary reports suggest they encountered an ambush in the mountain pass, and that Igor's troops were present. It's possible they were captured. That, or they defected.
Igor. I have to go after them.
The Foundation has postponed your trial, Kreis. Given your prompt response during the attack and, frankly, the Foundation's manpower shortage. The committee has also decided to sustain your command of the 12 Squad. Though, at present, it only consists of your medic. We leave you to your discretion to plan your next move, which might include, for instance, searching for the rest of your team.
Don't say it like you're doing me a favor. This was a part of our deal. I take the blame. You keep me free.
Of course. It's all reciprocity. One more thing. Our tracking devices haven't been able to locate our subjects in this era. In other words, the tracking serum has failed. And it appears the vessel ensoulmentry agent didn't work on your rookie either. The Timekeeper is setting out soon. She seems confident she can find Merel.
The Timekeeper has ways to locate her even without the tracking serum.
Her abilities are far from ordinary. You should know that by now. Listen, you're at liberty to search for your soldiers however you like, but you must remain on the tracking serum project.
I aim to do precisely that. I never leave a soldier behind. In the meantime, I'll try to make contact with the Timekeeper.
You may want to reconsider that, Kreis. She's unlikely to be an ally in our goals.
The attack may have thrown us off stride, but we'll regain control within the Foundation before long. If the Timekeeper won't work with us, then we proceed in our own way.